Hey guys, we're doing food packing now. We're going to get our food into shape to pack it up in the pack and make sure it's weather and waterproof, and we'll survive whatever I come across. Roasted green peas, these are great. Okay, I don't really worry too much about these things here, the plastic bags, except you know these plastic bags suck. The tails always get in the way. So I got a pretty simple solution for that. One tail down. Now, as I get these going, I like the flat bottom bags. You know, they make those flat bottom bags that work exceptionally well for clothing. It would never put food and clothing in the same bag, of course. But, you know, I'll start building up a snack bag. I'll get a bag with the dinners and set meals. I'll get a bag with snacks, and I'll have a bag with snacks that I'm going to have access to that's not going to be packed in the pack. So for instance, on a daily hike, I'll have all my basic food packed deep in the pack, but hanging on the outside of the pack I'll have whatever I plan on consuming during brief snack breaks, my lunches, all that kind of stuff. So now the basic food units go in the plastic bag. As I fill this up, it'll be sealed up, and then it'll run in this, you know, like a nice little food sack. There's no bears out there in wintertime, but there are varmints. There's things running around, foxes, raccoons, shit, you know. So you might want to hang your food independent or keep it in your tent if you aren't worried about that during the wintertime. Never keep your food in your tent in summer, spring, or fall, okay? Because the bears will come into your tent to get it. I've seen that. So these things here, din bins, what I do is I basically repack it. I don't want to pack this in my backpack. This is crazy, and I don't want to carry this big piece of wrapper in and out. So, you know, I get myself a Sharpie, some baggies, and I'll put what it is. We got beef strobe, and then I'll put how many calories, and the strobe is 620 calories. So we got strobe 620. And if you want to put any other information on, I know this is 2 cups and it's like 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, so we got that all set up. Make sure you don't lose any food when you pull it out. It's up to you if you want the desiccant to go with it or not. Depends on how long this is going to be stored. If you're setting up for a resupply on the John Muir Trail or for the Tahoe to Whitney Trail, you might not want to remove the desiccant because your food might be staying for a long time. But if you put the desiccant in, that's one other thing to carry back out. So what I'm going to do is just simply repack this. It's crucial not to lose any food. You will regret it when you make dinner. You'll go, oh no, I lost a freaking spoonful. That's how bad it gets. Okay. So we got this little dude done. Big difference. Just makes a hell of a difference in getting your pack well situated. Okay, so split pea soup. This is too much. I got 5 ramen noodles. I got a ramen noodle for each day. So I'm not going to need as much split pea. So I'm going to take my little scale here, and I'm going to weigh out, like, I don't know, I got 5 ramen noodles, I got 5 ramen noodles for 5 days lunches. So I might leave a ramen noodle or 2 at home and replace that with split pea soup. So I'll weigh out like 2.5 ounces of split pea soup per serving, call it 5-6 ounces, and then I'll put it in one of my nice little zip up plastic bags. And you know, you can mark each bag if you want, but I won't really worry about it except for like dinners and things that you might have problems with the proper directions or identifying what it is. Other than that, don't really worry about it. That's like a 5-day supply, so we're just going to cut the tail off this. Now some of the nuts and dried fruits I got extra so I'd have food on the way up. Okay. So sunflower seeds, that's a lot. This is like 7-8 days of sunflower seeds, so I'm gonna weigh out like 6 ounces or so. Now if you listen to my other video, you heard how you fill in your snacks. You figure out how many set calories you got with your freeze-dried dinners, your granola, and your lunches that you actually have set. And then you take the amount, the number of different snacks you have, and you figure out what the sum total of 1 ounce of each snack is, and what that'll work out to per day. And if that combined with your set dinner calorie count equals the amount of calories required. Now, I weigh right now, I'm 160. I go between 160 and 187 depending on if I carry muscle in the upper body or not. So your weight and your metabolism are going to determine your specific daily calorie needs. Mine are 3,000. Okay, 3,000 does me pretty good. You know, I'll lose weight on it, but I'm cool. You might need 2,500. If you're a little chick, you might need 2,000. It depends on you. So you know, there's no judgment in this. You just figure out what you need so you have the proper food for your trip. But I figure on a 3,000 calorie baseline for an adult male. And if you're bigger, more. If you're smaller, less. You know, you'll figure it out. So you see, I'm getting this stuff all set up to put in banana chips, put in, you know, as consolidated of a manner as possible. So what I'm going to have is I'm going to have all my ramen noodle packs except for one. I'm going to have most of my dried fruits and nuts and all my dinners and all my breakfast food. It'll all be stashed in plastic bags inside a sack. This will go at a low position in my pack because it's one of the heaviest things. Hopefully right up against my back here, where, you know, that's where you want the heaviest part of your weight. Then I'll have another bag like this that'll be suspended off the back of the pack, held against it by the bungee cords that also hold my snowshoes, my sleeping pad, and my water bottle. And in that, I'll have the snacks that I'm going to eat on the trail. So all I got to do is stop. You know, I have to take off my pack. Now you can put some snacks in your butt pack so you can just lean up against something and have a little snack, or eat while you walk, whatever. But I have the stuff I'm going to utilize easily accessible on the outside of the pack so I can get to it quickly, be efficient with getting my food. And that's important. So now that's about it. I think you can see the gist of the thing here is minimize the space considerations for your freeze-dried dinners. Cut the tails off the plastic bags you have. Bring everything to the proper size. Increase it, give yourself more, or decrease it if you have too much, so that you do come out with the required calorie content that you need per day. And you see what I'm doing here? I'm just going to get it all together, pack it all up, and have my food bags all set up and ready, and then I'm going to move to getting my gear all dialed in. So that's food, and I'll talk to you guys on gear shortly. Al out.